Definitely did, and I appreciate it. It's for me. Everybody sees fighting in different ways, and most people just see it, for the kind of, brutal but awesome sport that it can be. So to see it more in like a beautiful way, I think there's other fans out there that could accept it for what it is if they just look at it from a different perspective, and I feel like you give that, and I appreciate that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, too. Is that how you see it when you're training and when you're going in there and fighting a half-naked trained killer? Are you seeing beauty in that?
Definitely, because, like a lot of, like Kanye talks about, he sees music notes, and maybe he's crazy, but... when I'm out there, I feel like there's rhythm and there's timing and there's beats, and sometimes when you're striking, you're putting together combinations. You can only do so many combinations, but if you're going boom, 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 or if you go boom, 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 it's the same combination but different patterns, and that tricks people. And so just thinking beyond the traditional striking and getting into that level, it becomes beautiful.
When you've been getting ready for this guy, do you watch any of his work? Have you looked at what Choi has done, and what do you see in his work?
I basically just see what are his strengths. That's the first thing. What are his strengths? It comes out at me, and we obviously a right hand. He likes the jumping knee. He's very quick. His reactions are good. His adjustments are good. So taking all those things into consideration, it's like, okay, how do I fight and just kind of not allow him to have his strengths? And I always feel like any fighter who's like above average fighter, you take away their strengths, then they become average fighter. And so that's, more or less the game plan, and a lot more complicated than that, but that's the gist of it. And
when I was looking at you two guys together, that one element that I saw that he analyzes and thinks he has a story, and that's why I tried to pull music into it, is because like an orchestra or a painting, there's many different layers, and you're kind of telling lies the way you move. Do you see that he'll have a harder time figuring out your timing and your movement than he will the average fighter?
I definitely think so. That's why we go in there to test it out. But I feel like I've prepared well, and that I have enough changes in my style and adjustments to make to keep throwing them off and keep them guessing. And I've learned that through boxing through the years. If I fought the same way every round, that I get destroyed. But the reason I can hang with high-level boxers is because basically I go in there at one round and I switch it up and I switch it up and I switch it up, so they're constantly guessing every round, and that keeps me ahead of the curve. But if I play a traditional game, that's their game and they'll beat me. So I've learned that the best version of myself is to just keep being tricky, keep them guessing.
And you're still finding joy in training, and you find joy in the fight itself?
Oh, definitely. It's crazy to me because I feel like training is becoming easier. Because it's more efficient. I trust myself. I feel like when you're a younger fighter, you have this obsession of I'm not training hard enough and the guy's training harder than me, and you don't listen to your body and you just push and push and push. And you learn that you can get the same result if you allow yourself to. You definitely have to dig deep, and you need those times for the mental side of it, but it's okay to pull back on days so that you can go harder on days. And just knowing that, having that awareness as a fighter is going to bring out the best in yourself, and the knowledge that I have after all these years, then you just combine that with still having hunger, and it makes me very dangerous.
Thanks for all your fights, brother. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to watch you fight on Saturday.
I appreciate it. Thanks for watching my fights and breaking it down and allowing people to see it in a different light.
Cheers, man.
All right.